Hey everyone, I'm coming to you today with a Urban Decay. It's not really a haul because I haven't really gotten this recently, but it's just kind of like all my Urban Decay stuff. I'm going to do some first impressions. Not really in-depth reviews because there's quite a bit of stuff to go through, but I just wanted to show you some stuff that I picked up from there, stuff that I had for like a really long time, and give you my thoughts on it. So let's get started with the first thing I ever bought. It was Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is my new one that came in the Urban Bride set, which you saw a box from. And this is actually a pretty good primer. It has more pigmentation than Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So if you have a darker skin tone, it might not be the greatest. It's got a thick consistency, so it's easy to work with. But I will say if you use too much, it can end up looking kind of like cakey, a little bit flaky, not so cute. The first one I bought is in this tub right now because the packaging of the Urban Decay Primer Potion is a little bit ridiculous. Like, honestly, you can't get nearly any of this out. I got all of, for my first one, I got all of it out that I could, like every single last bit that I could with the applicator. And well, this was before they had the new applicator. This one's bent a little bit, so it's obviously going to scrape the sides a little bit better. The first one was straight down. But anyways, so I got everything out of it with this that I could, and then I cut it open and scraped it all out from the insides, and this thing was basically full. Like, that's a lot of product that you wouldn't have been able to get out otherwise without cutting it open. So, a little bit silly. Too Faced Shadow Insurance has the packaging a lot better, and it's not as, this isn't as sanitary because you know you're putting it on your eye and then you're dipping back in. I mean, personally, I don't apply it right from the applicator to my eye. I use like either a brush or put it on a palette first. A lot more sanitary since, you know, if I have a client, I can't use products that I've used on myself with them. It's just gross. Anyways, on to the next. Let's do this one. This one looks a bit beat up because it's been in my purse, or not my purse, my makeup bag a lot, but it is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin. It's just like a beige nudish shimmer frost finish primer potion. Does the exact same thing but adds some pigmentation, so if you're just in a hurry and you need just a quick base to go, or just, you can use this by itself. It's fine. It doesn't crease, it wears really well, and that came with this palette, the Summer of Loved Urban Decay palette. I think this was this past summer of 2011. And this is what it looks like. And the colors are Flash, Maui Wowie, which is this next one, Chopper, which is, this doesn't really show up though, right here. This is more of a copper, it's called Chopper, and Smog, which is a deep, kind of greenish brown. It's not super green, it's more brown green, obviously. Anywho, this purple Flash is a shimmer. Yeah, more of a, it's not really a frost, but it is definitely a purple with a pink shimmer. Maui Wowie is a golden beige shimmer with silver glitter. The only problem I have with both Maui Wowie and Chopper, the glitter is a bit bigger, so I kind of get quite a bit of fallout with that glitter. But I do love the colors. They work. All these colors work beautifully together. You can use just the neutrals by themselves, or with the purple to give a little bit of a pop, a little bit more interest to your eyes. And then Chopper is a orangey copper color with the silver glitter, and Smog is a shimmer. It's kind of like a lighter espresso shade with some gold and some, I wouldn't really call it a green brown, but it's a little bit more green than regular brown. And then it came with the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Bourbon, which is a I'll show you this way. It's a shimmery brown, kind of like smog. It looks like smog. It's espresso with some gold sheen to it and some gold shimmers. I apologize for the quality of my camera. I'm hopefully getting a new one sometime this year, so I don't have to keep using my webcam. Anywho, I really like this palette for if you just need a quick eye look, you can use just this and it works perfect. I apologize, I'm going to have to reply to this text from Chris. He is going to probably be in, I've been saying this a lot, but he's probably going to be in my next vlog. Maybe not my October Luxbox and Glimbox reviews, but definitely in a vlog because he really wants to be in one. And on to the next. Let's do eyeshadows. I have the single eyeshadows in Shakedown, which is this matte, kind of like a malt brown. Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit more red than it's showing up right now. Like it's a warmer brown. It's matte. It's really silky. And then I have Chronic, appropriately named. It is a green. It's a little bit more of a yellow green, and it's got a tiny bit of shimmer in it. Like you can see it there glittering a little bit. But it's mostly matte. They both have really good pigmentation. They're really silky. Like, I barely touched that, and it's completely opaque. And I suppose I could swatch Shakedown. There you go. Again, I apologize for the camera quality. Next thing, let's do cream eyeshadows. They are cream shadows. Got 3 of them here. Oh, by the way, I got most of this stuff at HauteLook when they had Urban Decay on. They are a discount site. They sell high-end and designer things like clothes and stuff, skincare and makeup and stuff for really, really discounted prices. Like sometimes up to 80% off-ish. So these were only like, I don't know, like $3-4 each because they were super discounted. And I have Whipped, Midnight Rodeo, and Mushroom. See if those will focus a little bit, but I don't know if they'll focus. But anywho, I think Whipped is my favorite. It's kind of like Score Blush, which I'll talk about in a second, but in a shadow form. It is a pink gold, like it's a pink peach with gold shimmer. I'm not sure how well these are going to show up swatched because they're so reflective, but I will anyways. Oh, yeah, no, that's not really showing up well at all, but you get the idea of how reflective and shimmery they are. They're all pretty much that way. They've got good pigmentation, like they're a little bit translucent, but mostly I use these for bases and not as a standalone shadow because if you let them dry before opening your eyes, like you have to keep your eyes closed after you apply them before they dry, or else they will crease. But if you do that, like keep your eyes closed, then they will stay pretty well all day. This is Midnight Rodeo. It is a pale pink with silver glitter. Let's see if I can get a bit more out of that. This one's really pretty as a standalone, actually. It's a bit more pigmented if you don't move it around too much. Yeah, you can see there it's a bit lighter. It's a bit less shimmery and more glittery. And then Mushroom, which is a darker, I don't know how to it kind of looks like the inside of a mushroom. Like, it's appropriately named. It's a little bit brown, a little bit gray, kind of like a browned up gunmetal. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good way of calling it. I mean, it's mostly gray. It's got some brown, and it's very shimmery. These do work well as bases, and if you let them dry first. And they do work well as standalone shadows if you do the whole letting them dry before you open your eyes. So those are quite enjoyable. And I have one blush. It's called Score. It's like a hot pink with gold shimmer. Like, it's quite a hot pink. Oh, there's the back. Just swatched like this, the pink doesn't come out as much because there's a lot of shimmer going on right there. But once you apply it, it does show up quite hot pink on your skin. Which, it's fun. It's fun for the summer, but it's not really my thing. I like more of the corally, more subtle shades. I don't know. I'm not a big blush person for like bold cheeks, but I like this as a highlight in the summertime because it gives a nice golden glow without being. Oh, I apologize for this mirror. Oh, look. Oh, I just blinded you. I apologize. Let's cover that up. It is a good highlight shade for the summer. And then that's a MAC product. That doesn't belong in there. I've got two of their liquid liners. This one is Oil Slick. It is their shimmery gunmetal black. And this one is Ecstasy. I'm not sure how to describe this one. It's definitely purple. It's not like a blurple or anything. With pink shimmer. Yeah. I like these, but I've gotten used to my pen liner from Physicians Formula, the like lash booster one, which is fantastic. Like, the brush is amazing, and it's not a felt tip pen liner, which I don't like. But these ones, that's what the brush looks like. It's really thin, it's really flexible, so people who are used to that type of thing and, you know, that's what they like, yeah, go for it. It's awesome. Ecstasy isn't as pigmented as Oil Slick. Colored liners usually aren't. I'll just swatch these quickly. But they both give good shimmer, like they give, especially Oil Slick, it's more interesting than just a black, but it does add the same definition as a plain black does. I just swatched those in a really awkward spot. So you can see that's quite a thin line, and they taper out really nicely, like just by flicking the brush, and you can see the shimmer right there. Hopefully. And Chris just texted again. Awesome. Okay, so moving on. See, I hadn't seen this thing in person before I bought it online, which is not, like, I've seen the product but not the color. So this is Pyrotechnics. It is their ink for your eyes gel liner or cream liner. It's like this. Like, packaging is actually quite awesome because it's nice and slim. And then you open it up. This right here, that whole thing's the product, and then it comes with a ink. It's not really a good angled liner brush, but angled liner brush, and it has a sponge tip smudger on the other side. I feel like the smudger would be better for darker shades. Like, this is basically clear with translucent glitter, so it doesn't work exactly well for this shade. I don't even use this brush for this product, but yeah, it doesn't have as much glitter as I would hope. Like, this is really swatching it, like pressing hard to get the product out. Yeah, and it's not a ton of glitter. It's just kind of shiny with some glitter, and I don't know, not my favorite. I'll use it for maybe if I want some glitter on my highlight or glitter on the lid. Maybe that's what I'll use it for, because it doesn't really work well as liner in this shade anyways. But the formula is pretty decent. I figure if you get it in a darker color, it'll work quite well. And on to this. I've got this because I thought was quite hilarious. Wonder if you can see. There's him. Oh. I don't know how to make it show up for you. Oh, there he is. Him with clothes on, him without clothes on. Yeah, cute, right? Oh, and it shows the back as well. No clothes on. Clothes on. No clothes on. Clothes on. I don't know. Whatever. It's just a novelty thing, I guess. But this is the Pocket Rocket lip glosses. This one is in Jessie, I think. Yeah. On the back, it says, "Rub me for your pheromone fix." I feel like it's supposed to have some sort of scratch and sniff thing, but it totally doesn't. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. But it smells really good. It's kind of a stickier gloss. Like, I don't know. Yeah. This shade is a darkish purple burgundy. It's a nice color for fall. It smells like creme brulee. It tastes delicious, which is always a plus for glosses. And then my last bit was from this Urban Bride thing. It was on for 25 bucks on HauteLook, so fantastic deal. I had to pick it up. It's got the Urban Decay Marshmallow Sparkling Lickable Body Powder. So it's kind of like an all-over highlight. This is a travel size. Oh, man, glitter everywhere. You can see it. It's ridiculous. It smells like Lucky Charms and tastes like Lucky Charms. It's quite, like, this could be fun. Anywho, it comes with this little powder puff, and you can see the insane shimmeriness there. Kind of wish it wasn't so glittery, so, you know, it wouldn't. Boy, look at this. I'm glittery all over now. Anywho, yeah, I was talking to somebody and about this, and they said that it would be fun, because he was a guy, to use this if he weren't afraid of getting glittery. Like, really glittery. Like, what guy wants to be glittery? But anywho, it tastes good, it could be fun if you really don't care about the glitter. I mean, it wouldn't exactly look fantastic, maybe on your décolleté? Collarbones and neck area. I haven't really gotten a chance to try this out. It is the All-Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. I mean, I tried it, but I haven't really, I don't know, studied how it worked. This is travel size. And it's just supposed to, you spray it on after your makeup, makes it last all night. Pretty self-explanatory. And then something I'm not quite a fan of is the Urban Decay Super Curling Mascara. Travel size again. It's got a rubber or plastic brush, silicone brush. This, I don't know, maybe it just, you know how when you first get a mascara and it's still pretty watery and it just needs to get used a bit to make it thicken up? I don't know, I wasn't a fan. It kind of gave me spider lashes. Or not, I don't know. It just didn't really make my lashes much more volumey or curled. And I like a volumizing mascara. And I also got the Lip Junkie travel size lip gloss in yeah, Midnight Cowboy. It's a nude with shimmer. It's really sheer and smells like mint. And since I'm not going to use this on clients, whatever, I'm going to just use it straight out of the tube. And it does give you that tingly, plumping feeling. But since my lips are ginormous anyways, I don't really need that. But it tastes good, looks good, it's good. And last thing, which I quite enjoy actually, I didn't think I would, is the Razor Sharp Ultra Definition Finishing Powder. I don't know if this comes in different colors. I feel like it doesn't. But anywho, I feel the design's kind of funny. It's razors all the way around. A little bit morbid, but that's alright. It's whatever. So it looks like this. It's got like this powder puff on top, and to use the product, you you just press it on, which I feel isn't very sanitary, but since it isn't that sanitary, I'm just using it on myself, and only when I'm, clean. I feel like you can take off this cover, like this poofy cover, and maybe wash it, but I'm gonna do it. Let's see. That's what it looks like when you take the cover off. It's got another sponge inside those holes, but you could theoretically wash this if you're really concerned. Because this is the only part that's touching your face, right? But I really like the formulation of the powder. It's quite fantastic. It stays matte for a really long time, stays on, makes your makeup stay put. Oh boy, this is going to be a pain to get back on. Shouldn't have taken it off. Future warning, if you buy this, don't take off the cover. Or, unless you need to wash it. I'm going to put that on later. So that was all my Urban Decay stuff so far. And I hope you enjoyed. I really like this brand. I feel like some of the stuff is a little bit more expensive than it is worth. But, like, that's fun, and it smells really good. They just have fun stuff. They have good products. Their eyeshadows and this setting powder, the cream eyeshadows, and like the individual matte shadows, I think are my favorite products by them so far. Oh, and the 24/7 Glide On pencils. And I hope to get more of those, more of the colors. So, I suppose I'll let you go now. This video's quite long enough. So I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.